there is a part of our human system which is very important to look closer at, and it's the nervous system. I do not know. In the hierarchy of importance where that will stand, maybe it's the most important system in our bodies. But we have the elimination system, and we have the digestive system, and we have the endocrine system. I can't tell which is more important, but that's very important. Nervous system, one of the most important systems in our body. The nervous system is the system that brings everything in our body together in a rhythm, in a function, in a wholeness. The nervous system also connects to the energetic system through the meridians, and with the help of the glandular system to the energy centers. The nervous system connects the brain to the inner organs, and then whatever we do and act as conscious beings, it goes through the nervous system. We have the central nervous system, the brain system, the two hemispheres, right and left, with the cortex and all, and then we have the limbic brain, and have the spinal cord, and there's a lot more. And there's three glands, very important glands, seated exactly in our head. It's the pineal, pituitary, which is part of hypothalamus. So it's very much interconnected. And we have the spinal cord, where we have nerves going out into every part of our body and inner organ. Every movement that we create, every thought, every perception, every sense, it's all being processed or coordinated through the central nervous system, through our brain. And also a lot of autonomous functions of the nervous system, things that are going automatically, like how the muscles, the white musculature of our inner organs, how it contracts and releases. It's all directed without our conscious will, but still directed by the brain through the autonomous nervous system. The peripherous nervous system, that's the nerves that go out of the brain and reach every part of our body, every muscle, every tiniest muscle, and every part of our inner organs. And there's whole webs of nerves encompassing those inner organs of ours, whole nets, and how they're connected in between. What amazing role the nervus valgus, the vagus nerve, plays in the whole game. The solar plexus, out of which there's a lot of nervous endings, that's always sensed through our gut. That's where our nervous system is connected to our instinctual and intuitive faculties, and how it is directly connected to the adrenals and to the digestive system. When we cannot digest life, or life starts consuming us, how we sense that through our nervous system intuitively, energetically. Was the solar plexus connected with the middle? One of the Chinese three important burners, Dantens. Sorry for the incompetence, but you can study that more. The power center, the chakra, whatever. How everything is connected between the energetic body and the organ function and our well-being and sense of calm and harmony, or stress and danger. how everything is interwoven and coming about into a whole function, a whole orchestra of functions, which can be either in tune, a beautiful rhythm and melody, or creating a cacophony, like a disaster to perceive. I just want to touch a little more on that matter today. You can study the nervous system for days, weeks, and months, and years. I just want to touch the main aspects of it and how they are interconnected with our health and our well-being. So we have the brain, the grey mass of the brain, the white mass of the brain. It's all consisting of like countless, like billions of neurons. Neurons are nerve cells which look like a little star, each one of them. They're interconnected through their little rays, through their synapses. They touch each other, and they work with a substance called neurotransmitters, which are produced by the adrenals, by the way. And there's nervous signals which go through the body at amazing speed. I'm not talking about the speed of light, but very, very, very high speed, much faster than what we could perceive. That's how the impulses move through the nerves the moment we touch the fire, and how it goes back through the brain to the point back to us, moving the hand away from the fire. How we perceive something through our eyes, like at extreme rate, when like think about driving a car or a scooter, or maybe there's people who are driving the Formula, right? It's like between the perception and even perception of what they do not directly look at or hear. It's the five senses, and then the sixth, how the reaction is created, how fast it can be. The human capacity of the nervous system is amazing. And when we're talking about the brain capacity, we're talking about us using different sources up to 4% of our brain capacity. If we're really well off, about 5% would make a genius, and the rest of 95%, we may be able to tap into those if we really develop our brain, and especially if we work spiritually, because those are already those realms where we can perceive energies and higher spheres, planes of consciousness and existence. So it's when we move out of those regular 3 to 4% of used brain capacity, it's amazing potential. Well-functioning nervous system is one where there's time for this sympathetic phase, where we're really active and acting in the world, and thinking and putting effort in what we do, saving problems, avoiding dangers, creating solutions. And there's this parasympathetic stage where we relax, rejuvenate, recover, rebalance, recuperate. We need both of those phases, absolutely. The thing is that nowadays in the modern life we hardly ever get into that parasympathetic phase, which is so needed. So nothing, including our nervous system, gets the chance to really rejuvenate and rest. And talking about the digestive function among those, because we can only digest in this relaxed parasympathetic mode, in a place where everything starts moving in a beautiful rhythm and melody, where everything can rebalance itself to its natural state. As a baby was born, the baby was intuitively knowing what's important to know. We hardly get to that stage. It's because of the levels of stress, because of dysfunctioning adrenals. Where it started, I don't know, and what followed, I don't know, not important, but we need to come back to both those phases being present in our lives. And I want to just touch a little the vagus nerve thing. a big part of the vagus nerve. That's the one nerve which connects all of our inner organs. It connects them to the brain, and it's directly connected to the parasympathetic nervous system. When the vagus nerve is active, the parasympathetic nervous system gets activated. That means we get in the relaxation mode in which everything can recuperate. It's often, and actually, what was very interesting when I was looking at a diagram of nervus vagus, vagus nerve, a lot of this bit is connected to the senses, yes, for sure, and the digestive system, the diaphragm, and then the speech organs. So blockages in the speech organs, which we really get into when we cannot express ourselves, will block the nervus vagus, vagus nerve, from being activated. Also, all the blockages around the neck. We're stressed in our whole neck, looks like. It just like blocks the nervus vagus. Cannot get into that relaxed state just because our neck is stiff and blocked. And so as a result, cannot get to the inner organs to get them into the perfect rhythm of the, or melody of working together as they should. The tense diaphragm, which is like a normal state of most people, you know, and yourself. These are all factors that contribute to the nervus vagus not being able to relax. So there are therapists, capable therapists, who work with the human body, who will go a long way to activate the nervus vagus, the vagus nerve, to restore the natural function of the human body. And it's hard to do. You got to release the diaphragm, you got to release the neck, and the whole centers of expression, which is connected to a lot of blocks and us dysfunctioning as humans. So we not only need to work on the physical level on those parts, we also need to regain balance in our lives. In terms of expression, of talking our truth, the way that it can also be perceived by others, not as aggression but as something positive, to work on relaxation of the whole shoulder and neck area. How do we relax the diaphragm? It's all very, very deep matters, and matters of deep work, and important to address when you're working on balancing your nervous system, on which the whole functioning of your whole body is based. That's about it. In a galloped rhythm, in the galloping speed, right? What we need to get our nervous system to do is to be relaxed in a parasympathetic mode, the nervous vagus be working, free from trauma and stress and bad communication habits, so that our brain can function to more of its potential and our inner organs can work in a harmonious way, creating the best result for our lives. Longevity, sense of well-being, happiness, and all of these things. Because the nervous system is also connected to the glandular system, and the happiness hormone, the sexual hormone, the activity hormone, let's say, the cortisol, the hormone of the energy, the hormone of the good blood sugar levels, and all of these things, they got to be all functioning at their own times and in proper manner that comes from the nervous system. And that's got to be in order, good working order, including the sympathetic and parasympathetic phase, so you can have the rhythms of the day, the rhythms of being active and sleeping and digesting and being open for new ideas and creating new life and happy family situation, happy partnerships, and have time for everything where we really have the inspiration at the right time. that all comes from balanced nervous system. So what gets our poor nervous system out of balance is trauma, it's stress, it's those high levels of acidity, it's too prolonged periods of this fight and flight or freeze mode based on adrenals, stress, perceived stress, persistent deadlines, goals, low self-esteem and high expectation towards oneself, bad communication. I mentioned, is there anything else to mention? Disturbed sleep, not enough sleep, too much sleep. Many factors that can get the nervous system out of order. Too much stimulation of senses, not enough of happy stimulation in our lives, just running for survival. That's all those things that affect our nervous system in a negative manner. I also need to mention it's the bad habit of putting others' needs in front of our own, including the needs of the corporation we work in, losing the touch with our own intuition and instinct, what we really need at which moment, and really being able to take it. Nutrition at the right time, relaxation after the food intake. There's a lot of things we need to do and put in balance before our nervous system can rebalance, recalibrate, heal. And there's a lot of work on that matter until we really can have the best out of our nervous system. Try to remove all the disbalancing moments, add more of the relaxing moments, and very often you'll need to work on the nervous system as well. First of all, cleansing the body of the acidity, right? And it starts not from the lymphatic cleanse, but it starts from the intestine cleanse, followed by kidney and liver cleanse, and then the lymphatic cleanse. We clean the body fluids so that the nervous system can regenerate and clean body fluids, and then have the supportive lifestyle and do some supporting to your nerves too. So the foods that nourish the nervous system are good quality fats. If your nervous system is really challenged, there's a great mix that you can make out of raw good quality egg yolks and good quality milk fat. What do you call it? You can also take either sour cream or how do you call it? Cream which is not sour. Cream. Just cream. Either cream or sour cream. Or sometimes you can also take like raw goat milk, which is very fatty, and blend that with egg yolk and some honey. That's a really, really good blend if you want to have instant support and relief to your whole nervous system. You can also use Greek yogurt, the really fatty one, nothing skimmed, Don't use the milk skimmed, that will not help your nervous system. Good fats in general, including avocado, coconut milk, the one you make from the coconut flesh. Those are all very supportive to the nervous system, nourishing. And then I'll just mention again that calm formula. Even for people who are not under constant stress, for example, just working energetically, like doing energetic practices of the stronger type or meditations which really bring in a lot of energy, this will be a great support to the nervous system. It will strengthen the nerve cells and nourish them. And actually also nerves, despite as opposed to the general theory that damaged nerve cells do not recover, they do recover, they just need the right material. And also energetic health is very often of great importance, like acupuncture, to connect the energetic channels of the places where the nerves are damaged. and some other energetic practices with visualization, how you bring energy and light into certain areas of your body, nerves can heal, given that, and then the right nutrition and herbal support. And also, I really need to mention a couple of things there. We have a formula for brain support. Brain consists of billions of nerve cells. So this one will increase the circulation to your brain and also improve rebuild the nerve cells. And then a couple of factors that really negatively influence the nervous system is, of course, the adrenal weakness. That goes with almost any condition in our body, right? And the toxicity, I leave the detox herbs there where they are. So remove toxicity of your body, work on that acid, like that pH balance of your body fluids. And right, all the minerals. Here's how you go about healing your nervous system. Cleanse the body, build the adrenals nice and strong again, because the nervous system is directly controlled by the adrenal glands. Then you can use the Calm formula to support your whole nervous system. And there's a couple of things, building up brain support, and whenever you're building up something in your body, bring it good material and the support for healing, the heal all and living minerals. You can never go wrong with those. And then the nutrition, which is mineral rich and has a lot of trace elements, important to have that. But the two things that affect the nervous system and the brain to really heavy stages is the heavy metals and chemicals, and a type of toxicity in your body which you'll be maybe carrying for most of the years of your life, and then the mold which you may know you've been carrying for the most of the years of your life. And these two can lead to real heavy conditions down to Parkinson's and Alzheimer's, and in the middle it's the heavy brain fog, concentration problems multitasking, cognitive, and very often it's because of the influence of mold, toxicity, and heavy metals and chemicals on our nervous system and brain especially. So these two removed, toxicity removed, the general toxicity removed, the nerves supported, and the adrenals rebuilt, your nervous system will be functioning as well as it can physically. And of course then it's your work on supporting it by removing residue of trauma, stress, and solving the communication issues in your life. Simple, right? Not so many formulas, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Everything else is in your own hands. That's all I can say about the nervous system.